Here's some of the stories trending this week at NASA. NASA Administrator Charlie Bolden was back on Capitol Hill during the week of March 13th for more congressional hearings on the agency's $19 billion fiscal year 2017 budget proposal. On Tuesday, Bolden testified before the House Appropriations Subcommittee on Commerce, Justice, Science, and Related Agencies, and on Thursday, the administrator responded to questions from the House Science Subcommittee on Space. The budget proposed by President Obama will fund NASA initiatives to send American astronauts to Mars in the 2030s, expand our knowledge about our universe, and improve the quality of life on Earth as well as the health of the planet itself. On March 18th Eastern Time, a Soyuz spacecraft launched from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan toward the International Space Station. On board, NASA astronaut Jeff Williams and his Expedition 4748 crewmates, Alexei Ovchinin and Oleg Skripochka, both of the Russian space agency Roscosmos. Following their 6-hour trip to the orbiting laboratory, the trio was welcomed aboard by Expedition 47 Commander Tim Koper of NASA and the other crew members already on board. The 6-month mission will see Williams set the American record for cumulative days in space with 534, surpassing the record set by Scott Kelly during Expedition 46. This is the third space station expedition for Williams, which also is a record. NASA's Spacecraft Fire Experiment, or SAFFIRE-1, is one of several science payloads scheduled to fly aboard Orbital ATK's Cygnus cargo spacecraft on its next resupply mission to the International Space Station. The SAFFIRE experiment, developed at Glenn Research Center in Cleveland, is designed to help researchers better understand how fire behaves aboard a spacecraft outside of Earth's atmosphere. The mission also is scheduled to deliver the second generation of the 3D printer currently being used on the ISS. The Orbital ATK CRS-6 mission is scheduled to launch from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station in Florida on March 22nd at 11:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. On March 16th, NASA, in partnership with the White House Council on Women and Girls, celebrated Women's History Month with a program at Goddard Space Flight Center called NASA Women in Action. It focused on women making an impact in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or STEM careers. The event featured NASA Deputy Administrator Dava Newman, NASA Deputy Associate Administrator Lisa Rowe, Ellen Stofan, the agency's chief scientist, Johnson Space Center Director and former astronaut Ellen Ochoa, and guest speaker Joe Handelsmith, Associate Director for Science, White House Office of Science and Technology Policy. Goddard's Deputy Director for Technology and Research Investments, Crystal Johnson, served as the moderator. The European Space Agency's ExoMars 2016 mission launched from Kazakhstan on March 14th with 2 NASA radios on board that are designed to provide communication relay service for rovers and landers on Mars. Even though the spacecraft will take about 7 months to reach Mars, the first in-flight test of the twin Electra ultra-high-frequency radios is scheduled to take place in about 6 weeks. NASA is on an ambitious journey to Mars that includes sending humans to the Red Planet, and international partnerships such as this will help strengthen and extend infrastructure in advance of those human missions. Jason-3, the U.S. European Oceanography satellite mission with NASA participation that launched in January, has produced its first complete science map of global sea surface height. The map, which includes data collected from the first 10 days of observations after the satellite reached its operational orbit, shows the state of the ongoing El Niño event that began early last year. Jason-3 will enable more accurate weather, ocean, and climate forecasts and help global weather and environmental agencies more accurately predict the strength of tropical cyclones. And that's what's up this week at NASA. For more on these and other stories, follow us on social media and visit www.nasa.gov/twan.